Hi, it's Mrs. Smith, and I have an art lesson for you today. We're going to make robots, drawing them with pencils or crayons or whatever you have, and using shapes like circles, rectangles, lines. You can make a robot however you want. So let's get started. All right, for today's project, you're going to need a piece of paper, any kind of paper will do, and something to draw with. I have a pencil. I also have some crayons. And I have some markers here at home as well. Before we draw, I'm just going to share the robot book, one of our favorites. A robot is made of so many parts. One mouth, a pair of eyes, and two arms. But a robot is more than just a pile of parts. It's what's inside that makes him tick. A robot has a heart. Today, for our robot drawing lesson, I want us to take a look at our little robot in the book and notice that this robot is made of shapes. There's a rectangle, another rectangle, or maybe that's a square, some long straight lines here to draw arms, straight lines to draw the legs and the feet, the shoes, even some details like these little stripes and lines, and look at the details on the robot's feet. All those little bolts or nails in there to make it look like a machine. These interesting ears, they're not the same on both sides. I also have a picture of robots on this wrapping paper that are interesting to look at. Look at this one. It has some half circles here for shoulders and some balls or spheres, circles there for elbows, circles at the knees. Look at the ears. Look at this little dial or screen with some zigzag and straight lines on it. Makes it look like a machine. This one has some interesting antennas. Look at those ears. They're not the same either. They're not symmetrical. These are symmetrical. Same on either side. So many interesting details. Look at this dial with an arrow. Awesome. So before we start, we're going to practice our shapes just a little bit. I know I can draw a rectangle. I know I can draw another one, maybe some circles. I might need those. I might need some arrows to put inside a circle. I might want a half circle or semicircle with an arrow. I don't know. Also, I want to practice those zigzag lines. Straight zigzag, straight zigzag, straight. I liked those. And I want to practice hearts. So to make a heart, I can make a V, and then up here I can put a dot above it in the center, and I can make a little rainbow arc here and a little rainbow arc here to make a heart. I could make a smaller heart, put a V and a dot, a little rainbow arc, a little rainbow arc. I could make a bigger one, put a dot here, a little rainbow arc, a little rainbow arc. That is a pretty nifty way to make a heart in case you want to put a heart on your robot. So now that I've practiced that, I'm going to start my robot. Your robot does not need to look like my robot at all. But I'm going to think, where do I want to put my robot? I think right in the middle. I'm going to start with a rectangle for a head because I think that makes it look kind of like a machine or a robot. Like people have round heads, I'm going to say the robot's going to have a rectangle head, maybe a neck. And now maybe a bigger rectangle for the main part of the body. And my robot does not have to be perfect or have perfectly straight lines because it's a robot. I can make it any way I want. And now I'm going to put an arm coming out from the side, but I'm just going to do the one part of the arm. Then I'm going to do one of those round circles for the elbow joint. Then I can make the arm go up or down, and I think I'm going to make it go up on an angle. And look, I'm going to do one of these. It's kind of like a U shape, lines across, and a U there. Aha! Now I'm going to do one here, top part of the arm, one of those circles, and do I want it to go up or out? Or I think I'll have it go down like this. And here comes that sort of upside down U shape now, or rainbow shape for a hand. Now I'm going to move on to the legs. So I'm going to make the top part of the legs with just two straight lines like that, a round part for the knee. Now let's see, the lower part of the leg could go out or sideways or down, and I think it's going to go out at an angle. I think this robot might be walking or moving, and here is a rectangle for a foot. And now I'm going to try to make one like that over here. So it's two straight lines down for the top of the leg, a round circle for the knee, and I am going to make this one slanted this way so it looks like my robot is running along or walking along, maybe a little longer. And here comes the rectangle for this foot. I wonder what you're going to choose for your robot. It will be fun. You can use circles, rectangles, whatever you want. Now I'm going to go up and make the face. Again, I'm going to go for some squares because that makes it look different than a person. People don't have square eyes. And I'm going to make a long, skinny nose. And in the eyes, I'm going to put some dots for pupils. Do I want it to look that direction or up or over? I think I want it to be looking this way, looking ahead toward where it's running to. So I'm going to put those in those corners. You can put yours where you want yours. Maybe I will make a mouth like this. That's kind of like a human mouth, but not quite because it looks more like angular machine parts. And extra lines always kind of help it look more robot-y, I think. So I'm going to put some extra lines in there. Oh, how about some eyebrows? And now for ears. Let's see. Maybe on this side I'll do half a circle with one of those little antennas sticking out. I liked that on that one design. And I think on this side maybe I'll go for a rectangle, another one, and maybe it'll have a little antenna too. Now for some hair. I think this robot's going to have some springy, boingy, wiry hair. There and here. Maybe a zigzaggy one here. Maybe a couple of antennas here and over here. Why not? And then I'm going to start adding lots of details all over the parts of the robot. Make it look more like a machine. I think I'm going to start, though, with my heart. Remember, we make a V and a little dot there, and then we make a small rainbow arc here and a small rainbow arc here. Trace over that a little bit. And I'm going to make a little door around the heart with a little handle. And I think I'm going to make one of those long, well, what would it be called? A little window, a little screen, like a little video screen. And it's going to have some of those zigzag lines. Some are tall, some are short, and they're straight. I kind of liked how those made it look like a machine. And maybe here I'll have a circle with an arrow. I'll put arrows around. Not just two like a clock, but more. Just for fun. Because it's a robot and I can imagine it any way I like. I love my happy robot. Now I'm going to start adding details. Our robot in the book had lines on the legs. I could make them straight, or I could kind of make some curved lines that maybe show that my robot's legs are shaped kind of round. And I'm going to go ahead and put lines on the other parts too, and a bunch more details, like remember the little tiny bolts on our robot's shoe? Those are the kind of details that really help it make it look like a machine or a robot instead of a person. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. There, my robot is finished. If I want to, I could maybe draw a little robot dog with a rectangle body and a rectangle head, or a little robot cat, some robot flowers, a robot sun, anything I want to. I cannot wait to see where your imagination takes you and what kind of robot you might make, and I hope you have fun.